Hi ladies, it's your girl Anna. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for tuning in. Now ladies, while you're out there, you need to be on the lookout for men that love to compete with other women, right? You have some insecure men out there that are looking for good, strong women, but they can't handle it. In the beginning, you might not be able to pick up on certain things, but as the communication continues over time, you start to realize what you're really dealing with. And ladies, this is something you want to catch early. Some of you might be dating the man for a while, you're not really sure, where to take things, or you're not really sure what's happening, or you could be seeing these signs, but you didn't know that's what's happening. And these are the kind of things that can cause problems for you later on, because a man that loves to compete with a woman is going to be a problem, because they're always in their ego. Everything is about them, and they need to have a one-up on a woman at all times. Now ladies, while you're not looking to emasculate anybody, at the same time you're not looking to downplay or dumb down yourself for a man, right? You want to be dating a man that's at your level or higher. And bear in mind that if you're dating someone and they might be at a higher level than you, but then they start to pick up on signs that you're elevating beyond where they are, they might also have a problem with that. So you need to check whether or not a man you're dating can deal with that kind of change. You don't want to be with somebody who picked you up at a level where, okay, you're down here, but now you're elevating or leveling up, and that becomes a problem for them. And there are times in your life, change is constant. Change is the only thing that's really constant. So you need to be prepared where if I level up to a point where this man will not be intimidated, his ego is in check, he's a confident man that's not going to be bothered by you leveling up, right? So you need to be clear on that. And if you're already a woman that's leveling up, I've always said you should be dating at your level or higher to avoid some of these problems, right ladies? No, some things to look for when dating a man that loves to compete is that one thing is that he'll always compare. Everything is a comparison. So you're sharing information with him, he's also sharing information with you. While you're receiving the information from him and everything, or maybe complimenting him on what he's sharing, when you're the one sharing, you'll find that the man is comparing himself with you. He will find something to say, okay, I have a one up on you with that. You might find yourself faced with a situation where the man is not necessarily happy for you, but more looking for information to compete with you on. So you shared some information, there might be some good news, something that's happening in your life and everything, and you share that information with him, and instead of just applauding you on that, he's now looking for what he can share with you that would actually make him look as if he's higher than you. And a man that's always comparing is an insecure man, because he's not sure of himself. He'll always find himself competing with you. And sometimes the competition is hidden, where it's not really coming out in what he says, but more in his actions. You might share something, you're going to do something, you may be working on a particular project, and then all of a sudden the man feels that he needs to do the same kind of project, or he now needs to do something that he thinks will top whatever it is that you're doing. And as women, we're very intuitive. We will pick up on these things when they're happening, but you need to be on the lookout for that, because if you find out that that man is always competing, you need to ask yourself, is that someone you want to be with long term? Because men like that, they will never be satisfied, right ladies? So you're at a level, it's not like you're trying to grow together, you're a team and you're leveling up together. It's always that the man wants to have that one up. And if you're a woman that's very ambitious and you're going places and you're going to reach certain places for sure, because you're going to put in the work and the time, if you're with a man that you sense cannot handle that kind of thing, or that kind of growth or level up about you, you need to cut him loose before things get too deep. Now, another thing to look for is the level of intimidation. Whenever you share your achievements, you'll find that the man is intimidated by what he's hearing. You might find him belittling you because he feels a little insecure, about your level up or your achievements. Or you might find him downplaying on your achievements, where you're sharing with him, but at the same time, he's just trying to make you feel like you haven't done enough. Right ladies? And you don't want to be with a man that's belittling you all the time. So if you catch on to this early, that this is how he is, this is not a supportive man, who encourages his woman and everything to achieve her goals. It's more a man who wants you more laid back. And as women, we understand that yes, you're always going to allow a man to lead in a relationship. You're not trying to be the man. No one wants to play the masculine role, but at the same time, you don't want to be with a man that's going to hold you back deliberately to make himself feel better. It must always be a case where you're leveling up together, Or even if you surpass him, he should encourage you, right? You should feel that level of support coming from the man you're dating. So be on the lookout for a man that's always keeping you behind. And if you're afraid to come to him with things because he's going to want to have a one-up, or he's going to compete, he's going to belittle and all of these things just to feel like he's in charge, or he's in front, he's a lead and all of that. And ladies, if you're dealing with this level of insecurity in a man, is going to become a challenge, and that's not the kind of baggage you want. If you catch it early on, just walk away from it. You don't want those kind of problems, right? Now, another thing a man like that will do as well is that he will rejoice in your downfalls. Because the man is competing with you, whenever things go wrong, that's when he's at his best, he's happiest, right? You don't want to be with a man where a man is only happy at your expense, at your downfall. If you're up, if things are up for you, he's now depressed. Things are down for him. You don't want that. You want a man who, even if things are not working out for him right now, he maintains that level of support for you as his woman when you're dating, right, ladies? So be on the lookout for that, because these men who rejoice in your downfall, that's not somebody that has your back, right? That's somebody that always wants to have a one-up on you. And you need to check yourself to say, okay, do I want to be with somebody who is always going to feel like they need to be in competition with me? It's not a competition. It's a partnership. And it needs to feel like that. It needs to feel like teamwork. You can't have a team member in the team sabotaging the team. Right, ladies? You want to be with somebody who has your back. And they mean it and they show it in their actions. You want to be somebody that is not going to downplay your own achievements and everything. He's going to be on the lookout for you. He's always looking out for opportunities for you. Right? Ways in which you yourself can level up. And he's not worried about if you're going to pass him out or not. Right, ladies? So be on the lookout for these men who love to compete with women. They're generally insecure men. They have low self-esteem, and it affects everything. It affects your communication and their interaction with women. Right? And they tend to be attracted more to women who are less off than them. Or it could be that you're a successful woman, but you're struggling with low self-esteem, and that makes him feel good about him. That strokes his own ego. So you might attract a man like that because of your low self-esteem. So don't believe that because you're achieving good things and everything, you won't attract a man that loves to compete. So even if he can't compete with the actual level that you're at, if you're a woman that don't believe in yourself, you have low self-esteem and everything, you always need to be praised to feel good and everything. If you're that kind of woman, you'll attract a man that loves to compete because he can use that against you. So that will be the weakness that will let him feel like he has a one-up on you. Right, ladies? So don't take up these kind of men that, you want to be dating supportive men. That's what you want. You want to be dating a man that's a team player, that has your back, that's pushing you forward. Not him moving forward and leaving you behind, because if you dare move forward, he's not going to feel good about himself. You don't want to be dating men like that. Right, ladies? Sometimes it's a literal rat race. It's a rat race. And they don't understand that some of them are just on this hamster wheel. So while they think they're ahead of you, but they're really not. Right? And you don't want to be in a situation where you always have to make the man feel like he's winning. Come on, ladies. A man should be secure enough to know that, okay, my woman is at this level and everything. She's doing well for herself. He should feel proud. That's what he should be. He should be a proud man, not an insecure man. And then when the man is in that state of mind, he's now going to look for ways to tear you down. And you don't want to be with a man that's going to try and take you down a notch. Whenever you level up, it's hard work because he's not supportive. He's now looking for ways to pull you down. That's a crab in the barrel mentality, and that's not the kind of man you're looking to date. Right, ladies? You want to be dating secure, upstanding, supportive men. That's what you're looking for out there. So if you pick up early that this man loves to compete with women, right? Men against men, you can understand their ego trips and all of that when they're competing with each other. But as a woman, if you find yourself in a situation where a man is competing with you, that will be a problem long term. Or you find yourself in a situation where, based on where you're at, your lifestyle at present might be attractive to that man because he feels like he has a one-up on you. But if you sense that if life gets better for you, it's going to be a problem for him, that's the kind of man you want to walk away from. You don't want to be with men who will not support you, because it's harder work. It's hard enough as it is trying to achieve things in life, ladies, to then have someone holding you back or pulling you back because it doesn't make them feel good. You want to be with a man that loves and supports you and has your back at all times and cheers you on even when you're ahead of him. Right, ladies? So be on the lookout for these kind of men that love to compete with women. All right? So until next time, be sure to check out another video before you go.